Hello, hello. What a wonderful evening. I take this great and wonderful moment to talk about the book that's called Diaspora Rights. It's a book that is written, and the author is Robert McWell. I am a diaspora person, and I'm going to dive into the book. And the main theme here is about uh, the rights of somebody who is in diaspora. Diaspora means you'll be in the United States, you'll be in the United Kingdom, you'll be anywhere in the world. The issue about this is about it's a testimony of how the people of diaspora tend to face challenges. We invest, we work hard, we do a double job in whenever we have. Imagine the time you left your home country, you came maybe to the United States, maybe you were a boy, you only carried something in your heart that drove you to come to the United States. And then when you reached there, you had a desire. You thought of big things, but you had also a bigger dream from where you came from. This dream you dreamed, maybe I will better my life, I'll better my family, I'll build a home that is better. That was the dream that carries you through. You came to the United States. United States is a very fast moving system, a different system from African system. We are very fast. We do things quick. We do multitask issues, and we never sleep. America is a 24-hour system. Like country like Kenya, people will have plenty of time. So the Diaspora Rights is a book that's going to dive into the challenges of people of diaspora when they invest their products. They do their investment in their back country. How a corrupt system. You think of the charges, like in Kenya, corrupt charges. What they do, they write files. They'll be bribed and do that. That's a very difficult and challenging issue we do have in our modern time. And you think about that. We have prosecutors, especially I have a young man called Thomas Karungu Matua. He's a prosecutor, but a corrupt individual who, in his goals, you would think that he can doctor or file a false document and bring it to court, thinking that he can corrupt me, a person who understands, who is enlightened by the law. Especially in the United States, we have the Constitution as the supreme law of the land. In Kenya, we have also the Constitution. We have articles like Article 40, which is there to protect the right of as somebody to own a property whenever he is. So my book is going to dive is a testimony. Diaspora Right is a powerful book, a leading life narrative that gives voice to millions living their homeland while it's still bound by its laws. We are bound by our laws there. Just because I bought a airplane to come to the United States, I don't cease to be a Kenyan. I will be a Kenyan to the end of my life. We are bound by our laws, tradition, and unfinished struggles. You think about when you come here, you are carrying a bigger dream. You have your sisters, you have your brothers, you have your father. All these people, they think about you. In fact, when I came by 2001, my father called me one day. He says, take care of your sister. You think about the life like that. We carry a double life. We struggle every day. And then the people we are trying to help are the people who are corrupt, trying to steal our investment, to enrich themselves, not us. You think about such a situations, such a struggle you fight. You're going, somebody is trying to take you to court for your own things. How crooked a system is. So it is written from lived experience. This book exposes the legal, social, and emotional challenges faced by diaspora citizens of, of origin only to confront injustice, inclusiveness, and systematic barriers. What are the barriers? You look at the legal system itself, the shortcomings of the legal system in Kenya. So you think about what is taking place in a system like that. You see the challenges that we face, the obstacles that we find. It is what motivates us to do things the way we do. So this book talks about the rights of a diaspora person, and the type of content, it talks about diaspora right, the right to own a property from abroad. So you have a right to own a property from abroad. You don't cease, uh, you don't cease to exist. That somebody can deprive and think now you are in America, you don't deserve what you have there. The power of Antonio, who is the power of Antonio, you assign somebody to take care of your things on your behalf with certain limited powers. Run, fraud, targeting diaspora. You think of things that happens. You are out there, somebody will misrepresent himself, try to take your things. The truth about title deed. What's a title deed? What's the process of getting a title deed? What's the legal process of obtaining a title deed in Kenya? And what's the right of the sole proprietor in Kenya? You think about the sole proprietor is somebody who absolutely owns the land. If you own the land, you have a property, you have a right to rent, you have a right to evict somebody, and all those laws that comes with that. The right of the sole proprietor. When family breaks trust, what happens in such a situation? You think maybe you assign your father to take care of your property, he start to misuse it, or you have your brother try to put his name and try to take you out, even think of killing you. Those are things that affect people of diaspora. Code remedies and justice and diaspora investors. What are the code remedies? You think of injunction, injectment, all those things, eviction. You evict and rob a person from the property. There's a permanent injection and a temporary injection. All those things are there if you understand them. The system is corrupt. You're going to face challenges, but you have to stand for your right. Your right to correct rent, owning a property while living abroad. Yeah? So you think about this book. I wrote this book for the purpose of the challenges that we face and how we can overcome them. We don't keep silent because the system wants to silence you. We don't lose hope because somebody wants you to lose hope. We fight and fight the end. So it's a good book, and one of the things that motivated me is a lived experience. And this experience goes beyond and above. You think of the struggle, you think of the challenges, and then it's a motivation for you to say, I can challenge the system that destroys others. If I didn't have the opportunity, they would destroy me completely. But you have the power to deal with a corrupt system, the power to deal with corrupt charges, the power to deal with corrupt prosecutors. A good example is Thomas Karangu Matwa. I wonder if he doesn't think his brothers are in America and he deceives another person to think that in his corrupt mind and thinking, he can take and destroy people's rights. Brethren, stay tuned as we continue to dive on this book, especially your rights as a person of diaspora. The truth about title deed. What's the title deed? A title deed is the highest form of land ownership in Kenya. It is the final and absolute record of who owns the property. You think of that. What article in the Kenyan Constitution speaks about the title deed? You read about that. The rights of a sole proprietor. A sole proprietor is the only person legally recognized as the owner of a property. You think of things like that. What really protects your right as a diaspora person? Do you cease to exist? Do court have a right to treat you as half Kenyan? What are the remedies that the court can do in order to protect the rights of people of diaspora? So you think about those things. The justice system can feel distance to many diaspora investors. You are abroad, you work tirelessly, and you send money home, and yet someone on the ground may try to take advantage of your absence. You see, a lawyer stands in court and says, he's in America. You think that America is the one that invests there? No, you are the investor. You are the person who works hard. So he has no right over your rights. He cannot rewrite history and write your rights by law and by whole truth. Your right to correct rent. You think about that. You introduce the things that are necessary to help you succeed. Owning a property while abroad, you have a right to do that. You can own anything because it's your legitimate right. You have protection under the law. Stay tuned as we dive in this book and continue to. This book is on Amazon. It's a good book. You can read and understand your rights. There's another, I have 3 series of the book. There's Diaspora Rights Property. It speaks about our struggle and how a vision is born out of the struggle that we undertake. There's another book that is coming up. There are 3 books, and they speak about our rights, our responsibility. We should not give up hope for where we come from. That if I build my house, somebody will think that, oh, it is his house. He can chase me out. He has no legal rights to do that. And I will never surrender to nobody. I'll fight in my way like no man is round. No return, no journey of return. Stay tuned. Thank you.